This month, February, we celebrate African heritage. And I want to give my piece as to what African heritage means to me. Since 1979 here in Canada, we have witnessed the designation of February as the month to celebrate African heritage. To those who have succeeded in convincing the powers that be of the great significance that such an occasion augurs, much kudos to you. Many educators, social activists, and even ordinary parents of African descent try to impart knowledge, the values, and to keep abreast of the vast accomplishments of our leaders, past and present, on a regular basis. However, having an entire month, although I must add, the shortest month of the year, for intensive showcasing and celebration of the rich cultural heritage, the experiences, the challenges and achievements of people of African heritage is a great step. When we reflect as a people on the years of countless hardships, the dehumanization, the denigration of our ancestors, African Heritage Month might seem a minuscule token to right the wrongs, to right the unwritten. I see the month, however, as an opportune time to shape the minds of our young people who are ignorant, who lack the consciousness, the perseverance, and ambition to strive for excellence. Too many of our young people have no sense of self, no identity, simply because they have no knowledge of their past. To quote from a Jamaican hero, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, a people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. We know what happens to trees without roots. They wither and die. In fact, when one reflects on what is happening in our city with the guns and the gangs that our young black youth are involved in, it is exactly what is happening. My real concern as we celebrate the legacy of our past leaders is how to reach those in our own community who are washed in this ignorance. Black History Month, or African Heritage Month as you call it, serves to jolt me into the reality and to constantly remind me of the debts I owe to those who preceded me and paved the way for me today. It is a result of that indebtedness why, despite the setbacks and challenges during my childhood, for example, such as losing a mother at the age of 12 and an absent father through migration to England from the age of 1, why I persevered and burned the midnight oil just to get an education. That education has opened doors that would otherwise have been closed, has broken the shackles of mental slavery and the vicious cycle of poverty, desperation, and hopelessness that permeates so many communities of people of African descent. African Heritage Month serves to remind me of the true identity, of my true identity, to accept, appreciate, and to love myself. I therefore have no tolerance for people, for example, who try to change themselves into somebody they are not, such as bleaching their skin to change the color of their skin. When students of African heritage, for example, describe them films, for example, like Selma and Hidden Figures, boring. When black parents attack teachers for demanding more from black students. When black students are predominantly the ones wasting time in the hallways of schools, take more pride in their hairstyles and whose shoes is more expensive. When black students boast that their favorite classes are those where teachers give them free time every day. When so many of our parents prefer to buy the latest gadgets instead of buying a book. When they blame everyone else for their problems and take no responsibility, we are experiencing a serious problem. We have people among us who are mentally enslaved. They need to learn about their history. These are the people without roots. Now more than ever, African Heritage Month has to be more meaningful, more deliberate during the month. Although, because of this dire straits we're in, we don't need a month, we need an entire year to focus on Black history. Recently, we watched the departure of the first Black president in the United States of America, Barack Obama, and his gracious and classy wife, Michelle. They leave the White House, a house built by slaves. It took me back to the emotions I felt in 2008 when he was elected. The pride I felt, the hope I had, not just for myself, but for my own people. Because what it did was to solidify my resolve that all people of African heritage, whether you're living in a country where you're the majority or you're the minority, you can succeed. To take Obama's slogan, yes, we can. Yes, we can live without the guns and the gangs. Yes, we can live in peace and harmony with our fellow people and stop killing each other. Yes, we can become anything we want to be, but only with hard work, dedication and commitment, and the perseverance and resilience we will. Enjoy African Heritage Month this month and learn all you can. Thank you.